Hey all you jacklicks, back with another video. Again, I wasn't planning on videoing anything. I was working on this Baywatch pin that I've had for a while, doing different maintenance activities. I replaced a couple broken flipper bats and rebuilt the flippers and stuff. And I had never really completely torn down this game since I've had it, so it needs new rubbers and stuff. And then I started finding things wrong with it, and I wanted to fix it, so I figured I would share a little bit. One is, check out this post right here. That is not the right post. It should look something like this over here, like that one. So that's not the right post on the right outlane. I have to fix that. I put in some spotlights to brighten it up. As I was messing with it and playing it, my drop targets broke, so I ordered a replacement. Got to replace the drop targets. When I first got it, the latch for this ball return over here on the bottom right, there's a latch that keeps it. I'll film it later, but there's a gate under there. I fixed that a long time ago, and the game was working, but just not working great. So I finally got around to tearing it down. The other thing was, half of my GI lights were out. So you can see this right here. There's one GI connector here for the back box. It's white, green, and solid green. And then the other one is brown and white, brown striped. And that goes to this connector CN8 on the power supply board. It was completely burned up. And you can see there, Again, I wasn't filming this, I'm just catching you up, but I had to jumper it. Pads were completely burned off. It was pretty bad. And one of the two solid green ground wires was completely disconnected. And that's why half of my back box GI was out. This whole circuit here was out. So fixed that. Did a little bit of a hack job because they don't make, or it's harder to get. I think Peter has them from Arcade Parts and Repair, but I just put a 12-pin connector and ran some, wire there so that I could hook back up my my power supply board. So anyway, now the current issue. All right, hopefully that's not too bad. I have it in diagnostics mode. I'm cycling the flashers, and you can see that this flasher here and that flasher there, are not flashing. So, first thing you do is, let's take out the bulb and swap it with a known working bulb, and it's still not working, right? And we know the bulb's good. If we put it back in here, boom, it's working. All right, so what can you do to troubleshoot that flasher? Well, first you need to probably look at the manual and find out. So this is black, gray, and orange. And most of the ground is orange on all of these. And it's kind of, we need to see if there's actually voltage getting to it. Obviously it could be the socket, but doubtful. So you have to look at the manual. I'm going to do that in a second and trace it back into the back box and what transistor, whether it be potentially your driver board or something on your CPU board. So let's look at the schematic and try to see if we can troubleshoot this thing. All right, so there's not a great way to measure this, I don't think, because the voltage is just so intermittent. But I went ahead and hooked up my multimeter to auto, and it does pick up some AC voltages on the pulse, on a working one. And so let's move it to the non-working one. And I found that kind of interesting. Whoops, come on now. There we go. And we get nothing. Now if I go to regular DC voltage, it's like some weird negative numbers or something. So it's kind of pulsing. And if you go to continuity, you can see it's changing. But I still think it's one of these transistors here, and I'm going to show you why. Let's go to the bench. Oh yeah, the other thing is there's a couple other flashers out. There's this flasher out here, and I think a flasher maybe in here somewhere under the ramps. I'm not sure. But that one, and then that one there, and that's bright. And I think that one right there. All right, so we got the schematic open, looking at the back box inserts here, and we can see the flashers that are not working are labeled 8R right there. So we'll scroll down, and then on the play field we also have 2 flashers, one under that ramp, as you can see, hopefully, and right here that other police light, basically flashers out 8R. Keep scrolling down. This is the switched CPU controlled auxiliary constant power solenoids, and it's a mix of solenoids and flashers basically. So you got, you know, the left side of the power board, the right side of the power board. I think it's left and right. And then you have the alternating solenoids and flashers, for example. And when we come down to, scroll over a little bit, 8R right here, and you can see that's the flashers, and it shares Q39 on the CPU board with the knocker coil. And so that was my first kind of, you know, clue that, and I looked under the playfield, and the knocker coil, one of the wires was disconnected. So I was suspecting that once I saw that these were related, that might be my problem, my knocker coil, or something that's shared between the knocker coil and the flash lamp. I didn't show this, but I tested the knocker coil. It didn't work, and Q39 is shared between them, both of them. And then it tells you, like on the power, you know, board, the PPB. What is that? It's like the driver board, I guess. And it's showing you, you know, this is a 23800 coil, bulb 89, etc. And let's see if I come down here and look at 8R. Can you see that? TIP122 is Q39. It's gray, black, and then it comes into the power board there. And these are the flashers over here on the right-hand side. So that is my clue. I think there's a few other spots, but that took me to, that's where I wanted to take out the CPU board out of the back box and find Q39, and let's do that and bring it to the bench. All right, we're at the bench. I got the CPU board out, and I was trying to figure out a good way to kind of test these in circuit that they're bad, but I couldn't figure it out. So if you guys know of a way, like hooking to ground and doing continuity test, I saw somebody on YouTube doing this, but this is Q39 right there. That didn't work. There's no 30 volts on here, so I'm not sure what to hook up. At least I don't think there is. But anyway, so if you can see this over here on the right side, this is what I did. Is this transistor right here? What is that number? Q24 probably. Q24 is not used, so I pulled it and put it in to Q39 and it worked, but then I tested the knocker and it blew Q39 again, so that's how I knew that the transistor was bad. But this is an NPN, so from base to emitter, and it's a Darlington, so you can't really truly, what is that, base? Helps if I do diode test. Base to emitter, base to collector, 0.6, voltage drop, base to emitter, 0.6, that's good. And then if you do emitter to collector, on a known good working one,
0.492, emitter to base 1.7. And let's look at a blown one. Base to emitter 0.49, not, half a volt voltage drop. That's not bad. And then if we look at emitter to collector to base, 0.5 versus 0.1 something on the known good one. See if you guys saw that. Gosh, I hope my hand wasn't blocking it. See, that's 0.17. Versus 0.45. So that gave me the clue that the Darlington was bad. And I'm going to go ahead and I have two replacements now. So I'm going to pull Q39, pull this, and I also pulled the knocker coils, and we'll test those real quick too. Alright, got the CPU board back in, and our flashers are working. So you got that light flashing, and there's something under there, I think. Where's it at? Is it that one? Tidal wave? No. Where's it at? Maybe the bulb's burned out. I can't even see it. Maybe it's hidden underneath this thing with the drop targets. Cannot see it. But the flasher's working there. So sweet. Alright, I have the non-working coil, or at least I think the coil's bad. I have no idea actually. When I tested this before, I was getting less than an ohm of resistance, and now I'm getting like 3 ohms or 2 ohms. Let's see. Okay, it's 1.8 ohms. Still not great, but it was like, I don't know what if I did anything different, but it was like below 1 ohm, and that's why I ordered a replacement. It still should be higher than that. This is the replacement one from Marco. If I can keep my leads in my hands. And I already have the diode wired up. Hopefully I wired it up correctly. Banded side is on number 2. There's pin 1, pin 2. I don't know, I'm having my doubts. See, it's about 5, this is about 5.7 ohms. It actually says 3.6 DC resistance. Interesting. Then I figured what I would do is put it on my ringer test. And let me see, let me take there's my send core right there, if you can see it. I don't know. Can you see that? There's a lot of glare. 0. So let's hook this up. And I get about 4 rings, as you can see there. But if I hook it up onto the bad one, nothing. No rings. So I think this coil is bad, and that was my problem. When I tried to remove the coil sleeve, it was like almost frozen in there. It took quite a bit of effort to get it out, but it did get it out. So I don't know. I'm going to throw caution to the wind, and hopefully the coil's bad. We'll wire this up and see if I blow anything again. If I blow that transistor again, that TIP122, I'm going to be pissed. Alright, I don't know if you can see that, but I have the knocker diag set. And we're going to test it. Let's see. Oh, do I? Yeah, I have it pulled out. I'm kind of nervous. I don't know if it's going to work. Alright, here we go. Nice. It's working. It was a bad coil. So yeah, that's what I did right there. Oh, fantastic. I was worried that it wasn't a bad coil, but it definitely was. All right, I think I found that flasher that was under the ramps. It's under the play field, and it's, if you can see this, let me kind of move it out of the way a little bit. But there's wires and stuff for other lamps that go through the same hole. I mean, what a dumb place to put a flasher. Maybe I need to get like some type of flex flasher or something like that, because that just doesn't make any sense. The other thing is there's this purple or violet, white and violet, and violet or purple that's just not hooked up to anything. So I don't know what that was originally for. That's interesting. I might look that up. All right, I have no idea how this is going to come out, but I figured I'd play a game real quick. Might as well, right? One thing is the up kicker on the ball launch always kicks one time. I haven't figured that out yet. And there's a few things that are messed up. Got lucky. I can never hit that earthquake shot at all. That switch on the mat ramp, I need to the switch on Venice Beach ramp is kind of sticky. I have no idea what's going on there. I put some LEDs, not all of it is LED, but I put some LEDs in the inserts and stuff. And they are so bright and they flash so much that it's kind of freaking annoying. I might need to get the OCD LED board that Herg made. Damn. Oh, damn, that's the second time I hit that. I almost got shark there. We're going to get tidal wave here. I need to rebuild the upper left and shark thing. Oh my god, that was weak. Yeah, like what? Look at that. Oh, see, earthquake was flashing and I have no idea why. Oh my god. And my ball launch, I don't know, there was a little bit of weirdness. I wonder what that's like on the video, like all that flashing. That's crazy. I mean, I'm filming in the dark because I like playing in the dark, but it is so bright that it should have stopped up there. But I got lucky and got the, oh my god. Damn, come on. See, that switch up there is a little messed up. I didn't film it, but I fixed the broken subway. Look at that. I did a little trick where you like cut a little bracket, and I used JB Weld and stuff like that. Oh damn! I haven't played this enough to actually know. I only need one more for guard. I need to get guard, which is the beach side. Oh, damn it!
Look at that. How did I get lucky like that? I still have work to do on it, but it's a lot better than it was. I mean, there was a lot of stuff wrong with this. Shark Cove. Oh my god, I can't. Oh, I'm screwed. Straight down the middle. I have no idea if this is going to come out okay. I got the glass on and everything. It's noisy though in this room. Alright, let's go for the side ramp. I have Chad's 4.0.1 code. Which makes things a little bit better. Come on. Oh, screwed. Alright, Baywatch. Is that it? That was ball 3, right? It's all crooked.
Never had a better day.
Hey, my knocker works. It's not that loud though, huh?